Good morning, third and fourth graders. This is Miss Strayer. Happy first day of virtual learning. So I thought I'd give you a little tour through our online classroom. So one of the first things I want you to do when you log into Canvas is to check your announcements. Your announcements are at the top of your screen. See where my mouse is? This is where your announcements are. Sometimes you will have several. Sometimes you won't have that many. So, of course, you always want to make sure to click on that announcement to read it and to make sure that you know what's going on, because sometimes we have last minute things. So you got to make sure you're up to date. The next thing you're going to want to do is check your inbox. So follow my mouse all the way to the blue toolbar over here. Do you see where it says inbox? You need to check your inbox every day because sometimes you may get a message from me. Normally, it'll come up with messages in an inbox. Right here, it says access denied because I'm in student mode, so I'm not under a real person. So you will have an inbox with a bunch of stuff on your side. And when I have feedback, it'll go through here too. So let's go ahead. Oh no. Let's go ahead and go back. So I checked my inbox. I don't have any new messages. I'm going to look to the right. Right here under the to-do list are all of the assignments that are due, and they're upcoming. So don't get overwhelmed, but always keep an eye over here. So when you get close to Friday, always check to see if you have everything done. Sometimes we miss a couple of things. So I want you to focus on this area as you reach the end of the week to make sure everything is complete. So as you can see, this is our virtual classroom. That is me, Miss Strayer, and that is your ace, Miss Sharon. She obviously loves cats. She's a cat lady. She has 2 cats and 1 dog. As you can see, I do love llamas, but one thing that's missing is a sloth. I love llamas and sloths. They're my 2 favorite animals. I believe the sloth is my spirit animal. So now let me go ahead and continue with the tour. I need to stop talking about llamas and sloths. Up here, you'll see a couple of buttons. So one says Quick Links, and Quick Links takes you to a bunch of different icons with different websites. So you can just click on and it takes you straight there. So right now I only have 5, but by the time you log in, there's going to be many more. And if you see this little house button, go ahead and click it and it'll take you back home to our class. Another button you may be interested in, or your parents may be, is Class Info. If you click it, it just tells you the different objectives that we'll be learning this year. So your parents may be super interested in this section, but I also want you and your family to read this section about academic integrity. So we got to make sure we're doing our own work and not copying anything from the internet. And when I say for you to do something on your own and not get help from parents, you're going to make sure that you follow directions. For example, when we do iReady in the next couple of weeks, that's something that I will be proctoring, means I will be watching you take the test. And I want to make sure that you're doing your best and doing what you do. So I want to know what you know, not what your mom knows, or your grandma, or your sister, or your cousin, or your pet turtle, okay? That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me teach you. So I want you to make sure that you do the absolute best and that it's your work, no one else's. And then if you're super duper stuck or your parent is stuck, click Help Desk. If you click this link, it'll take you to some trainings on how to use Canvas and all that fun jazz. Then, of course, if you click Meet the Teacher, you can learn more about your ace, Miss Sharon, and me, Miss Strayer. So it's kind of cool to read that and just see if you see anything that's similar. I don't know. It's kind of nice to know that your teacher is a human being, right? Next, if you are ever super duper stuck, you can always contact me. Contact Miss Strayer. When you click on this, it's going to pull up your inbox. Okay? Your Springs email. So then you can email me quickly. Okay? It even puts my email in there, so you don't have to do that part. You just type it and send. No, I do not want to save this email. Then, every day, hold on, let me back up a little bit. Then we have a class schedule that you can click on and see what's happening. And then I also have a virtual library. So when we read books or if we're studying a topic, I will put these books on our bookshelf. So they'll change out every 1 to 2 weeks. And when you click it, you will be able to read it. Now you all have Epic accounts through me. So if you want to click, let's see, I can't really see. Click start. And you are, hold on, Miss Strayer's confused. Log in. Okay. There we go. Then you're going to say student and educators, and then you're going to enter our class code, which is on the chalkboard. Hold on. Okay, so I actually already logged in, so I'm going to click on our profile. And what will happen, it will pull up Epic. Right now it won't because it is past 6 p.m. So one thing you should know is that our library is open from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you go in before or after, then you have to pay for your account. But if you go between these hours, you do not. So that's super important to know. Then another thing you should know is that you're going to have some weekly assignments. So what I did is I made them clickable. So all you do is click it, and then the assignment will pop up. Right now it's not because I put it on delay, which means it's not going to pop up until the first day of school. So you will complete your assignment and make sure you always click submit. Then on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you'll notice that there is a time highlighted that says morning meeting. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you're going to be having a morning meeting with me and the rest of your classmates. Now, how do you get to that classroom? You click this button right here that says Join Live Lesson. So you are going to click it, and it'll take you right to our Zoom room. Now, once you click it, you have to be patient because I have to give you permission to enter the room. So once you click the button, it's kind of like you're knocking on my door, on the classroom door, and I decide if I'm going to let you in. And if you're nice, I'll let you in. Just kidding. I will always let you in. You are my students. Okay. And then what's next? Then you go to the next thing on your list, and you will click that assignment. If you notice, the first week, you're going to be working on technology. So we're going to focus on how to use technology correctly and how to use Canvas. So I would have your parents sit next to you or whoever's watching you during the day sit next to you so they can learn too. So remember, this is Monday. So this is a column going downwards. Got it? So you work downwards. Next, another thing that may be helpful is the calendar. That's another way to look at all the things that are due. That's one way to do them as well. And then you also will have on the side of your account your grades. So that's important to look at as well. Right here you will click and your grade book will open up. So that'll help you figure out if you have missing assignments. Okay, so that is pretty much it. So I hope you enjoy your week. I will be available, so if you need any help, let me know. And I will see you on Tuesday for our first morning meeting. Oh, wait, I forgot one more thing. Now, speaking of morning meeting, there's one thing I need you to know. We have some expectations. Do you know what expectations are? They're kind of like rules, but it's what I expect you to act like. So, what am I expecting you? What are the requirements? So, when you are logging into Zoom, there are many important things. You need to wake up early and log on a few minutes before class. So I don't want you running in at 8:31. I want you logged in exactly 8:30. So the best thing to do is to be up and be on a couple minutes early, because you never know when you're going to have technical difficulties. Next, be in a quiet place. So I recommend being anywhere that you don't have a bunch of people yelling and running around. So if your brother is playing video games really loud, or your baby sister is throwing stuff and screaming and crying, you might want to find a different spot or grab a pair of really good headphones. I want you to be able to focus and not be distracted by your surroundings. Because if you're distracted, we are definitely distracted. Be prepared. Make sure your computer is charged the night before. Set it out and make sure it is charging. Make sure your camera is on so I can see your face and know that you are there. And use your headphones if you have them. If not, that's okay. But I like using headphones because I can focus better and the quality of the sound is much better. Next, please wear appropriate clothing. Do not show up to a Zoom meeting in pajamas. Would you go to school in pajamas? No. Of course, if it was pajama day, totally would, but every day, nope. Sit up straight, so no slouching or sleeping. No sleeping in your bed. And make sure you're in camera view. I don't want to see the top of your head. I want to see your beautiful face. I don't want to see the ceiling. Next, make sure you mute yourself. Mute is a little microphone that you'll see in the corner of your Zoom meeting. You must mute it once you enter. When I call upon you, then you may unmute yourself, or I will unmute you. But you need to stay muted because there's 30 something of you guys, and if all your mics are on, I'm going to pick up on all your background sounds, and it'll be really hard for all of us to focus. So make sure you mute yourself. Next, participation. Be focused, attentive, be an active participant. That means you're focusing, you're listening, you are paying attention to what we are talking about, and you are participating. You're raising your hand and answering questions to the best of your ability. And you're going to chat responsibly. Raise your hand for permission to speak. Do not yell out. Raise your hand. I will give you permission to unmute yourself. Communication. You're going to need to speak clearly, look up when speaking, and stay on topic. No side conversation. So make sure you're speaking clearly. Don't mumble like this because I can't understand you. Right? And make sure you're looking up. Don't look down, because when you look down, your voice disappears. Okay. So speak clearly. Speak slowly so I can understand you, because it's harder to understand you when you are on the computer. So we got to do our best. And next, be respectful. Do not laugh at anybody. Make sure you are kind and being considerate, and knowing that some people have a hard time being on the computer. And if someone gives the wrong answer, it's okay, but please be kind to them. Be kind to everybody. We are a community. And that's pretty much it. I tricked you before. You thought I was going to be done, and then I pulled that Zoom expectations on you. But this time for real, we are done. So go ahead and get started on your classroom assignments. And again, I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.